Yeah.
Spoilers.
So there's a scene where I'm just gonna go right into it.
We'll just go
because I already have we've been talking about this. Deadshot Will Smith picks up a folder that basically says, "You guys are all being used as like weapons, and you're all basically gonna die after this."
So he knew they were all being used, but the thing that he learned was that they've known the whole time that it's this crazy alien thing.
The
whole
just like terrorists.
Like, it's because of the Enchantress that all of this exists,
and it's all Rick Flag's fault.
It's not terrorists like they were told, and Rick Flag is hooking up with the Enchantress.
Yeah,
his alter ego, who's equally lame.
Yeah,
and
it was
that whole sequence. He read like a 55-page dossier.
It was a
6 seconds.
It was a 3-inch binder. I know a 3-inch binder when I see one. That was a fucking 3-inch binder, and he knew everything in that binder when he touched it. He fucking speed read that whole thing.
Yeah, that sequence really. I was like, huh.
And then he throws the binder. Instant character change. Like there was no. Oh, hey, I'm going to tell, like, Harley this thing because I've been talking to her the whole time about what we really need to do. It was, nope, done. Character change.
And it was like, so sudden. And, like, the weird thing is, like, they all knew they were being used.
Yeah.
That's the point
of
the Suicide
They're
Squad.
all criminals. Like,
they're being used to help them reduce their prison time, which is the intent of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And now... because it's like a different enemy, it changes his outlook on it.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense.
I also had a really big problem, and I forgot about this. The helicopter getting shot down. None of the enemies had anti-aircraft guns.
What?
So, in the beginning, when they're flying in, they get shot down.
Oh, yeah.
And there's no enemies on the ground that have that kind of weaponry.
Well, you don't see them. They didn't go into a direct combat with anybody right then.
Some of those enemies were using guns.
Some.
A lot of them had guns.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, those were just the previous teams that went in. They didn't have like
those also like
the bullets.
Anti-aircraft
bullets. The bullets that were going through were like heavy artillery, like
caliber rounds.
Yeah,
they could have sent that in.
We
don't because it had been 3 days.
I know, but it's
this happening in Midway City.
It was just one of those things where the other helicopter is just literally untouched.
So the idea, I think, there is you have to take yourself out of it for a minute and assume something, fill in the blanks there with another helicopter may have gone in, landed, those people got taken, there was anti-aircraft on that, or something, like high-caliber rounds on that. That's not a stretch at all.
I'm just like, I think the point of it was to be like, these guys can get through anything and have fun doing it. But
see, that's a different mindset that I think people have with movies. I didn't think about that at all.
When I saw it, I was like, these enemies are mutants. Like, what's the what?
You know that at first,
but they seem to still have,
because when they were landing, they thought they were terrorists. We didn't know.
But in the movie, you see what's happening. Before that, you see that the brother and sister and the giant vortex. You see all that. Like the audience knows that.
Yeah.
But the audience doesn't know that maybe they sent in heavy artillery and there was this whole team trying to take down this glowing spire and maybe this happened. And
in today's movies, you have to tell everyone everything or no one understands.
No, it's not even that. It's just like there were so many leaps to that point. And it just piled on. That one was like one of those where I'm just like, okay, come on, you at least tried to explain the cell phone that Harley had that was very obviously given to her and no other guard said shit.
Yeah, that was
like...
Well,
I looked past that. I didn't even want to bring that up.
It was the leader of the squad.
Yeah, but then she keeps using it among Rick Flag's squad, and no one says anything.
I don't think anyone saw it.
This is a bright screen. I mean,
there's a lot of shit going on. I don't know. Not exactly the thing you're looking for.
It's not, but it's.
They also gave them all equipment, so who knows what they were like? They probably don't know every item they were given. Who knows? I don't know.
It was one of those things where I was like I said, I looked past it because it was one of those leaps that I was like comfortable taking. I was like, cool, whatever. Joker's knows everyone and knows everything. Like, cool, whatever.
My biggest gripe was it all escalated super quick, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
like
it jumps
boom,
to 11.
Here's Deadshot. Here's Harley Quinn. All these people.
Here's the squad montage.
Here's the squad. Here's what they all do. Which I love the intro. Everybody, that was awesome.
That's cool.
And here's everything. Boom, here's the bad guy already. Here, okay, that bad guy's making a portal and tearing apart the world. Bad guy has a brother now that's a fucking monster. Boom, 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 boom. And then I got lost. Because they were just like in this building going up to get something. And then the entire time they were doing that, I thought they were just getting to the portal, the fucking dark portal that they opened. Oh. And then all of a sudden it's like Amanda Waller.
Well, so their mission wasn't to do anything about the portal.
It was a rescue mission.
I know, but like it wasn't conveyed enough for me to catch that for some reason, and I thought they were going to go take care of that.
It happened at 2 points, and they were pretty quick. The first one is when he pulls up, time to hear, this is the voice of God.
Yeah.
And Amanda Waller's on the iPad or whatever. She's like, your mission is to go in and rescue H16 whatever in commentary.
Some file number.
And you eventually find out it's Amanda Waller who's trapped in the building. They don't even reference any of the other shit because that's not their mission.
Yeah.
And then at one point they're like looking at all the shit going down, and they're like, all right, that's the building we're going to, which is not the same building.
Yeah.
But that scene, which was probably more important to notice, was like 10 seconds long. Yeah. Like going, all right, she's at the top, or our target's at the top of that building, and then jumps to them stealing the purse. Harley stealing the purse from the window.
Yeah.
I could get she's a villain, but hey, I was okay with
that. That was my biggest thing. It was just like, I remember at one point I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
They're just kind of wandering.
They're just like going up in this building.
City.
I don't really know what they're doing. And then El Diablo does his fire thing the first time finally, and it's just like I know what they're doing. And they're like, oh, Amanda Waller. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I wasn't expecting that.
I'll stand by. Like, I was surprised by that, but I will also stand by and say, like, El Diablo is the most fleshed out character in that movie.
I like El Diablo a lot,
I think
actually.
Deadshot was the most fleshed out character.
Deadshot?
You see, like...
I like Deadshot a lot,
You see his family.
You see that he's a bad guy. You see that he has a daughter that he truly loves. Mm-hmm. And then you see that, like, he has a struggle. Like, he knows he's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
But he knows he cares about this person. And, like, you see him stare at the mannequin that's dressed in the same clothes as his daughter, and you see him go, I need to do something about this.
Yeah, but you also saw, like, El Diablo did not want to be there. He did not want to be a villain. He wanted to be good the whole time. And the entire movie, you're left with that question, like, why does he want to be a good guy? What happened to him that made him change? And that question makes you care about it more.
Yeah, because I agree with that, but I think Deadshot was also nicely fleshed out too. Because
I like Deadshot because
you see how much he loves his little girl, and then he makes all those demands in the beginning for her college and all that stuff. And then there's a moment where he's told to kill Harley Quinn when she tries to escape by Amanda Waller, and she says, "You can have all the stuff you asked for if you kill her right now." And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill this bitch," whatever. Something like that.
He's set.
And then he misses on purpose. And I think that was like the flipping point for him, where it's just like, I don't know, he wanted to do something better and not just anything for his own personal gain constantly.
Did have a little problem at the end of the movie with him. That now his daughter is cool with him killing people. Because they're going over math equations and she's talking up casually about how to kill people.
She says at the beginning that she knows he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
But I still love you anyways.
But I still love you.
But then, like, she's okay with him talking about how to use trajectories to kill people.
So I think at that point, he's using... She's
geometry.
Requesting his base knowledge, which is
geometry.
Murdering people.
Yeah.
Because he's not doing it anymore.
No. He's
like
present.
that's the point. Is I think she knows he's not doing that, but that's how he can relate. Is I'm teaching you math based upon him literally doing calculus in his head.
Yeah.
To kill people. Like that's like he's smart. Like that's why Deadshot is good at his job. Is he can calculate all that in his head.
Yeah.
Immediately. I want to talk about right now The Joker.
I thought it was great.
Were you guys expecting the Joker to be alive and in this movie the whole time? I thought it was just going to be flashbacks.
I thought it was just, I thought it was going to be flashbacks or like
Yeah.
a part in the beginning or the middle or the end and nothing else.
Yeah.
It was in literally all of those.
Yeah.
Flashbacks in the first half, and then it went to him trying to get Harley out.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't expect to see Batman.
Yeah.
Well, I knew Batman was going to be in flashbacks because that was in the trailer.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect the end credit scene at all.
No, that was pretty good.
We'll talk about that in a second. But I didn't expect the Joker to, and like this is the thing that really led me to think that Joker and Harley are going to be really important in the future because there is a Batman standalone movie going to be coming out. Joker's Batman's arch nemesis. Joker and Harley being there. It'd be the first time Harley Quinn is with the Joker in a Batman film.
Yeah. I think that's what he meant by how it sets it up for the future. Is
But just
you have the
Joker?
bad guy for
Just Joker
because
and
everyone like everywhere I was reading before was saying, oh, Joker's in the flashbacks. Joker's probably dead or incarcerated already, and now Harley's in jail. Also, Harley is put in jail because of the murder of Robin, which is a super quick flash at the very beginning.
Yeah, you don't really see it, but it is there.
Which is strange. Maybe she took the fall for Joker killing Robin, or maybe Robin's not dead, and the Joker is
A lot
Tim
of
Drake.
people, yeah,
That's
think that.
my thought on it. Who knows? We'll see what happens in the Batman movie, but I think it really totally sets up them being the current villains in a current timeline Batman movie, which I was thinking the Batman movie is going to be a flashback to the Joker Robin stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that. Is it bad that I don't want him to be the main villain?
I do.
Of Batman?
I want this Joker to be.
Like we've seen Joker in a lot of incarnations. Most recently, the Heath Ledger. Well, there was one more recent, right? No.
I mean, there's Heath Ledger. There's all the animated
There's
films.
the animated,
The
yeah.
last one before that was Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
So it's been a while.
I don't know. He has other villains. Like there are some
but
good
Joker's
ones.
the most repeated villain.
Joker is always there.
And the thing about the Joker is every Joker that's been on film is different.
Yeah, they're all different because there's so many ways to play that character.
And Joker has been these many different characters.
Yeah.
In comics, and I think like when Heath Ledger played Joker, he played the Joker from like about 5 years before that.
Yeah.
Jared Leto played the Joker of like how the Joker acts in a lot of the comics recently. Obviously, a little bit more extreme than the comics are doing because like the tattoos and stuff.
I liked it.
Yeah, I do too.
I liked the Joker.
It fit in the universe,
but I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
I liked him. Only thing I didn't like was the laugh.
I
was really hoping I would like to laugh, but I didn't like it.
I liked his laugh a lot, actually.
It was a nice mix of like sinister and like I am actually gonna kill you.
Yeah,
like
I liked it.
those are the same
It
thing.
actually
But I mean,
sounds terrifying to me. Not
Yeah,
like,
it's
it's not
actually-
as good as
it's not a
Luke Skywalker's laugh.
no. Yeah, it's not Mark Hamill's Joker like at all. But
He's no Mark Hamill.
he's
Yeah,
not.
no, I
Joker.
know.
He is the best Joker, but
He's great.
I enjoyed his Joker. I was surprised, but we'll see. We'll see if we don't know what the Batman movie is gonna be about.
Yeah.
I hope
No,
it's Joker and
but,
Harley and Two Face.
Let's talk about the end credits.
Oh yeah, the end credit scene.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay,
it's a lead up to
Suicide
to
or not
Justice League.
Justice League. Sorry.
Bruce Wayne sitting at the table with
Amanda Waller.
Amanda Waller,
Resident Badass.
fucking hard ass bitch.
Just wreck shit.
They're talking and he's like, you telling her shouldn't be doing this or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she gives him an Argus notebook full of metahuman data.
Yeah.
First page is Enchantress. Second page is Wonder
The Flash.
Oh, the Flash.
And then Aquaman.
Aquaman. A lot of people were asking why Enchantress was in that, and
It didn't make sense, but I mean, I
no,
get that it
does
was
make sense. It's just a bible of metahumans, dead or alive.
But even if it were in alphabetical order, it would have gone first.
Maybe it's power level.
Too much into it. I'm not.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Well, wait. Well, it was
Because Wonder Woman would be
It was Enchantress. And then
Enchantress is way stronger.
Well,
it was
at least above Flash.
And then Aquaman.
Well, it may have been their actual names though, because Barry Allen and then I'm blanking on Aquaman's name.
I don't know his name.
Starts with a
Jason Momoa.
Enchantress's
What's
name.
his name
I
in
feel like their
fucking,
actual names are with an A.
How's
Khal Drogo.
No, Carl
that's not-
Drogo.
Carl Drogo.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban Drogo.
Oh, we fucked
But
up.
as
I tried.
that's
Yeah.
fine. As Batman is leaving, she says you should stop working at night, which made me really happy that Amanda Waller knows he's Batman and that Batman knows she runs the Suicide Squad.
Well, he also said, like, consider yourself under my protection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool end credit scene.
It was nice. It was a good way.
It was fun.
It was it was a good
I
way.
didn't
Like
say that. I think the end credit scene was good, not just fun.
It's kind of like it, and
It was
to
also fun.
relate it to other comic books, like Iron Man 1. It felt kind of like that, where he does the whole movie and he's learning whatever, blah blah blah, and at the end it takes you kind of out of left field, but it makes sense that Nick Fury would be there, and like it would make sense that Batman knows all this because yes, he is the world's best detective, and he knows Amanda Waller's ahead of it, and he knows that she has a list, and that all made sense to like push it towards Justice League.
Yeah, so I think it was cool. We'll see what happens in Justice League. Also, the cameo from Ezra Miller
Yeah,
was
the
dope.
Lost Boy.
The Lost Boy. Not
Well,
Lost Boy.
I still think he was a
not
Lost Boy.
I thought that was dope. But yeah, that was our impressions and the spoilers that we had.
One more thing.
Jesse had
Oh.
one more thing.
You got one more thing.
We kind of said what it is. Amanda Waller's character was a fucking bad bitch.
Oh, she's
Oh,
great.
Yeah, she was fucking
Like
awesome.
you
She's
could,
fantastic.
she like established her dominance in the beginning when she's just fucking eating that meat and just chewing on it while she's talking.
Just chilling.
Like I'm fucking just ravaging this meat. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I did.
No, she was killing it.
Yeah.
Like
She's-
literally killing the animal.
That was a good because I don't really know much about Amanda Waller, but from what Jared has said about it, and she's a fucking scary bad bitch, and she was pretty terrifying.
Also, she fucking killed everyone in the
Else in the
FBI
office.
that was
Yeah.
with her
Yeah.
because they didn't have the right clearance level.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, right?
Fucking popped them all in the dome.
Oh, and made an example of the hookshot dude, whatever his name was.
Well, that was
not-
Rick Flag.
Oh, that was Rick Flag.
Rick Flag pulled
was
the
Rick
trigger.
Flag did that. That actually happened in the comics, except in '86. Except it was his arm. not
He was
his
a
head.
really weak character.
Yeah.
Like from the
Slipknot's-
get go, you knew he was gonna
Yeah.
die.
He was in so many trailers and in the press tour and
You
stuff.
knew
You're
he
like,
was
oh
gonna
man,
die.
Slipknot. Maybe he's in the movie.
No.
Nah, he's fucking dead.
No, he was gonna die.
5 minutes in.
And one other comment I forgot to bring up. I know we're wrapping this up, but I wanted to know more about Katana.
Yeah,
I would like a standalone movie or
That'd be
a
sick.
TV show, but they won't do that because TV is for the other universe.
Yeah, the better one.
But Katana's a really cool character.
Yeah.
But
Her fucking sword eats souls.
I was hoping that she would kill Enchantress,
I think it's
and
called
then
the Soul Eater.
and then the soul of Enchantress would be in that,
I
and then
know.
it would be like ultra powerful.
Yeah.
It'd be sick.
Well, it
Yeah.
doesn't strengthen it. It just eats the souls.
But what if,
Well,
like,
what if
Enchantress
you
is
don't know if
magic?
it's- yeah,
Like,
you never know.
Would it-
she
it
has she
has-
killed a magical being with it yet? I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
Exactly. Anyway, wrap this up.
All right, guys. That was Nerds Watching Movies, episode 5. We are those guys that do that thing. My name is Jared, a.k.a. AlphaD21.
My name's
Jesse's
Jesse.
here. Your name's Jesse?
Jesse.
Just
Jesse McKim. At Jesse McKim.
Who are you?
I'm Austin. Uber_Anvil on Twitter.
He's the awkward one.
I have literally never tweeted on that account.
That's impressive that you put that up here with no twits.
Nothing. Nothing on
We
that
hope you
account.
guys like what we're doing here. If you do, subscribe to us on iTunes or Google Play or whatever the hell that thing's called. Austin, you
What
made
the fuck, dude? It's Google Play. Like, that's
Is
it. That's
is
literally what
isn't
it's
it
Yeah.
Google Play Music?
But it has a bunch of genres.
doing, Master?
Wow.
Anything.
All
You're going
right.
like this?
You know,
We're good.
yeah, it's Google Play. Just
Google
Google
Play.
Play.
On Google Play, those are the two podcast services we're currently on. And you can also check us out on Patreon where we do some stuff, and we're going to have
Gonna have extra content soon.
some extra content on there that is available to our patrons. Also, we are on YouTube. You can check it out Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you can see the full episodes on Friday for free. So if you don't want to pay for anything on Patreon, you can check it all out there.
Easy.
And yeah,
I'm gonna be on Twitch in like 4 weeks.
In like
Jesse's gonna be on Twitch.
damn,
in
dude,
4 weeks.
putting a deadline on yourself.
I know.
All right.
4 weeks.
4 weeks.
You got 4 weeks to build your PC.
I have 4 weeks to fix mine.
I'm so close. I got a case, motherboard,
That's it.
a monitor,
Oh, you got a monitor. I forgot about that.
and a keyboard.
That's true.
I already stream on Twitch, so
Yeah.
you guys will almost be caught up with me.
Yeah, almost.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Have a good night.